Hey everybody. All right. So I was building a website monitoring tool with AI and I just wanted to see how that was going to play out. So let me get into it and show you some of the things I've done and some of the things I encountered. This is going to be a quick one, but just wanted to pop in and show you. All right. So the first one was V0. And here's the features and pricing and dashboard. And there's a dashboard and it looks like it's working, but it never actually checked. So I told it to actually status to start checking. So let's see if this, let me refresh this and let's see if it actually checks, but I don't think it does. Um, then I went to base 44, same prompt, and it gave me an error while processing. So it didn't even, like, it crashed just straight up. That's what happened today. Um, Then I did a local one, which was this. Let me take you to the landing page. So this was actually done with Copilot using Claude Sonnet 4. Um, Simple, nice. I mean, it was fine. Sign in doesn't work. It had some issues in regards to that. It wanted me to create. Didn't. It didn't get me to where I wanted it to be. I'm trying to do the one and done and see how that works, just to see how far I can get. But I mean, it does take me to that. I wish it would scroll rather than jump. Um, just some subtle things that I wish it did better. This was using that beast mode prompt that I talked about in my newsletter this week, so something to check out. And let's see what else. Oh, and then the winner, of course, Replit. So Replit did everything. It's amazing. It's getting better and better. So there's a dashboard, tells me when it was checking. Here's my current monitors. I can upgrade to premium right here. If I do this, let's see if it fixed the number issue. Oh, it did. So this was a really long number originally. And I told it to round it to two decimals and it did. Uh, and if I log out, hold on, I'll be right back. Let's see if I can do this. Log out. Yeah, and then I want to show you the landing page. So this is the landing page, simple transmit. One, it's cheaper. It's just a setting, it's not real. Uh, but I just wanted to see how it worked. But it did everything, including connected to Supabase, created the sign-in, created the databases. Um, Here's the database. Let's go into table editor and you can do the websites that are being monitored with the account ID. Here's our monitoring data. There's nothing that's there yet. Um, but there's definitely a website, and this is the current status for that. So that was actually really kind of cool that it did all of that pretty seamlessly. Um, so now if I want to go sign in, yeah, allow. And then when I sign in, it takes me here, overall status. Here's a website. I wonder if I can remove this. Delete monitor. I haven't done any of this, so we're doing this real time. Delete monitor. Nope, that didn't work. So let's pause monitoring. Edit monitor. Nope. So let's see. All right, those functionality don't work. So uh, let's delete the monitor. Let's add the delete monitor and see what happens. So it's going to add it to the dashboard and the monitors page and implement it by connecting the existing delete API endpoint. So the endpoint existed, it just didn't wire it up. So that's kind of cool. And dashboard. I'll add the delete mutation and handler function to the dashboard. Great. And here we go. Now we need to pass the on delete monitor to update the card, right? So if it gets deleted, it shouldn't be there anymore. Perfect. Now I need to add a confirmation step. See, it's even handling confirmation. So Replit, again, as I stated earlier, is the winner today. Really, this one kind of surprised me that it just straight up crashed. I really liked Base 44. Next.js, it's fine. This is V0. I was expecting a better. Oh, it looks like it actually did. It says checking, but it's not updating the metrics, which is crazy. Settings, monitoring, yeah. Back to dashboard. So, I mean, this was all created from that single prompt. But let's go settings, no alerts, never checks. It never actually does any checks. Let's go back to here. Let me try and delete it now. Delete monitor. And I want to say okay. There we go. Add a little toast message. No, it updated the card. So now if I go into the monitors, I can add a website. And I'll do every 5 minutes, add website. And it hasn't checked yet, but watch. I believe review details. Yeah, see, it hasn't even checked yet. But we're gonna leave this up because it's checking, I believe. Is there any analytics? Yeah. Monitors. Dashboard. Oh, it's offline. That's not good. Because it hasn't checked yet. I wish there was a way I could trigger a check. Let's see, dashboard, online, offline. Yeah, so let's let it know. Delete worked. Waiting, delete worked. Let's add a refresh button to check manually if needed. Great. So now it's actually going to do that. So it's adding all of that. And while I do that, I wonder if this will work. Let's see. I need to come here and I will do this. Let's see. Interview. All right. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can still hear you. Sounds like you're testing things out. Let me know if you need any help or if you have any questions.
So I was playing with Replit, Base 44, and V0 just now, and it appears that Replit seems to be the only one that actually did full end-to-end functionality. Uh, any other AI tools you'd recommend?
Replit is definitely a solid choice, especially for quick prototyping and getting a project up and running. If you're looking for other tools, you might want to check out GitHub Copilot if you haven't already. It's great for code suggestions and helping you write code faster. There's also Tag9, which is another AI code completion tool. And if you're into no code or low code platforms, you could try something like Bubble or Adalo, which can be fun to experiment with if you're building web apps.
What's a Adalo? That's a new one.
Adalo is a no-code platform that lets you build mobile and web apps without needing to write any code. It's got a pretty intuitive drag and drop interface, so you can design your app visually and then add functionality using pre-built components. It's a great tool if you want to create an app quickly and don't want to dive into the coding art of it.
That's interesting. Hold on, let me pull that up.
Yeah, definitely take a look and see if it fits what you're trying to do. It's always fun to explore new tools and see how they can streamline the process. Let me know if you have any questions about it once you check it out.
So this is Adalo is what I'm seeing. Is that accurate? Oh, I wonder if I can do the interview with code. Can I? Let's see. I can. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Adalo right now and about scrolling through and how it's building things.
no worries at all. It's pretty interesting to see how quickly you can put things together in there. If you have any questions about how it works or if you want to compare it to other tools, just let me know.
Yeah, compare Adalo to V0 or Lovable.
Sure. So Adalo is more focused on no-code app development with a visual interface, making it easy for non-developers to create apps. V0, on the other hand, is more of a low-code platform that lets you integrate code when you need more customization. So it's kind of a middle ground between no-code and full-code solutions. And if you met something like Bubble, Bubble is another no-code platform that's pretty powerful, especially for web apps, and it offers a lot of flexibility in terms of design and logic. Each of them has its strengths depending on what you're trying to build and how much coding you want to do.
Well, what about Lovable?
I got it. Lovable is another no code platform and it focuses on creating apps pretty quickly and easily, kind of like Adalo. They have a similar drag and drop interface, and the idea is to empower people who don't necessarily have a coding background to build functional apps. So it's in the same family as Adalo and Bubble, and each one just has its own unique features and strengths depending on what you need.
Yeah, there's Lovable right there. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad that helped. If you have any more questions or if you want to dive deeper into any of these tools, just let me know. Have fun exploring.
All right, I'll talk to you later. So there you go. That was actually kind of fun. And there's Lovable. But let's go back to what we were doing on Replit, and it did. It added a refresh button. And now if I view the details, it's going to say, great, there's my uptime and average response time and total number of checks. So Replit created an entire website monitoring tool in basically a single prompt with some minor tweaks to add additional functionality. But it knew about authentication, it knew about dashboarding, monitoring, and then even analytics. So uptime, average response time, number of checks performed. So that's the average. Yeah, I don't have history for anything more than 30. It's only today. But yeah, it actually did a really good job. Anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the things I was playing with today, and I hope this helps. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. You can just chat with GPT to do that. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Have a good one.